Welcome back guys. So in this tutorial we'll be getting familiar with Linux environment. So all the commands that we'll be learning in this tutorial, they're not specific to Kali Linux. You can apply them to any distro of Linux. For example Ubuntu, these commands will work absolutely fine. So just follow me along. You have to open the terminal, click on this black icon. Now there is another way of opening it. Just simply click here and type terminal. You can see this option, just click it and again this window will pop up. So what does it do basically? In many movies or web series, you must have seen such a screen from where hacking takes place. So I'll explain what terminal basically is. So basically whatever we can do graphically, for example, creating files, creating folders, deleting them, almost everything that we can do graphically, this terminal gives us access to those things. And being a hacker or a penetration tester, you need to be absolutely familiar with this terminal because firstly our speed increases of doing stuff and also majority of our work will be done through terminal only. So let's begin with our first command. So like in Windows there are folders, right, inside which we have files. In Linux those folders are called as directories. So let's see what is our current directory. So command for that is pwd, which stands for present working directory. Hit enter. Now as we can see, we are in the home directory and inside the home directory we are into the kryptonite directory, right? So this is basically the path, the current path where we are at. Fine, great. The next command is ls. So what ls does is that it lists down all the content that the directory has. For example, if we type ls here and then hit enter, we can see what all the current directory holds. So as we saw earlier, our present working directory is inside kryptonite. So the path is home and kryptonite and our current directory is kryptonite. So what all stuff we have inside kryptonite? We have the following directories. To give you much more clear understanding, what we'll do is I'll clear the screen first. So for clearing the screen, the command is clear and hit enter. And another shortcut of this is Control plus L. So like if we did this command and now we have to clear it, just press combination of Control and L key. Press it and it will get clear. Yeah, so again we check our present working directory. We are inside kryptonite. Now we have to see what all material does kryptonite have. So we do ls. It will list down all the content that we have already seen. Now, for example, we need to change the directory and we need to go inside desktop. What we will do? We will use the command cd. cd stands for change directory. So we type in cd space desktop. Remember one thing, everything is case sensitive, meaning if this d is small, the command won't execute. It has to be exact the same case as the directory name. So we write cd desktop and we hit enter. So now we are inside desktop, which is really this screen. Okay, the next command that we'll be learning is how to create a directory, or in Windows sense if I speak, how to create a folder. So what we'll use is the command is mkdir, which is make directory. Mkdir followed by the name that you want to give to the directory. For example, here we will give the directory name as test. So we will write test and hit enter. So as you can see, a test directory is created here automatically, right? And the command we wrote here on terminal, but the thing important here is that we are writing inside desktop directory. So we made a directory with the name of test where inside desktop. Cool. So till now we have learned how to see present working directory, how to list the contents of a directory, how to create a directory. Now let's learn how to create a file. So we will create a test file and for that the command is touch. touch space the name of the file that you want to give. We will give test file .txt. Hit enter. So as you can see, a test file has been created here in the desktop, right? Cool. So moving further, what if we want to create a file within test directory and will not change the directory? We will directly create it inside test. See how I do. So what is the command for creating file? We write touch space. So now for creating a file inside test, what we'll do is we'll write touch followed by the directory inside which we have to create. We write test. Now if we do just this much, it will create a file with the name of test. But we are aiming to create a file inside this test folder, right? So what you have to do is just give a forward slash after this and write your file name. We will give the name as file2. So file2.txt. So what it does is it will create a file inside the test directory. So whenever you add a forward slash, it means we want to go inside that directory. So inside the test directory, a file2.txt will be created. We hit enter. Now to verify this, we will not do graphically. We won't click this and see that file2 exists or not. We will learn to practice everything over terminal. Now how we will check the file? Just simply type cd test to change the directory, hit enter. Now do ls to see what all contents are there, and we can see that our file2.txt exists. Cool. So we have learnt a lot of stuff. For this tutorial, let's learn just this one last thing of deleting files and directories. How do you do that? So to delete a file, we use a simple command rm, which means remove followed by the file name. Now I won't write the complete file name, simply fi and tab. So what tab does is it auto completes the remaining thing. For example, if I wrote just f and press tab, it would understand automatically that I am talking about file2.txt. However, if there is another file existing, let's say we create a file. Now there are two files that exist, file2.txt and file3.txt. So if I want to delete file2.txt, I will type rm f and then click tab. So it will autocomplete till the point it is clear that what thing is to be deleted. But here for computer a confusion occurs that is it file2 or file3. So now we have to specify like 2 and then tab again, so it will autocomplete. Right? Now click enter and the file will be deleted. To verify, simply type ls, and as you can see only file3 remains. File2.txt has been removed. So now we need to move one directory back, and to move one directory back we use these symbols dot dot slash or simple dot dot, which means that we need to move to the previous directory. So what we do is cd dot dot, which means that take us one directory back, which is this desktop directory. And if we need to go two directories back, then dot dot forward slash and again dot dot slash. So this will take us two directories back, enter. So now we are in Kryptonite directory, right? We will again go to desktop. So for deleting, let's create another directory. We have created a directory with the name as delete me. Now we have to delete this. So for deleting a directory, we use the command rmdir, which is remove directory, followed by the name of the directory. Alright, simply press enter. That directory is deleted. Cool. What if we want to delete test now? Let's see. For directory we use rmdir space the name of the directory and hit enter. But it will say that rmdir failed to remove test directory because it is not empty. So as we all know that test directory already has a file3.txt. So Linux thinks that it is not an intended task. If it is, then specify some another command. So the other command to delete the test directory is rm, the one that we use to delete files, -r, which means recursively delete space the directory name and hit enter. Now you can see it has been deleted. So that's it for this tutorial. Practice these commands and get familiar with these. I'll see you in the next tutorial.